Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it is, what it is, what it do, what it do, what it is, what it ain't be. How you doing? It's your man Wildcard Mar. We back in the building. I told you it was Randy's fault. A man wanted me to get back on there. I did a show with him last night, and I knew it. I said I was gonna get the bug, and I was gonna get back to doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and here it is, Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday, and here we are with another episode, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition Sports Show. What's happening? Episode 436. It's Tuesday, April 1st. April Fools. Don't be a fool. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with the pants on the ground. Don't look like a fool. Of course, it's April 1st. Spring is right around the corner. It's April, man. Woo, time is flying. All the madness in March has just passed. You're down to the Final Four in both the men's and women's tournament. For sure. Dope thing with the men's, if I'm correct. All four number ones are in the Final Four. Won the regions. And all four number ones. So each region that was won, Midwest, South, West, East, Auburn, Florida. That's going to be a dope matchup. Auburn and Florida. That's going to be a great matchup. Those two teams have already done battle before, both being SEC teams. And then, of course, you got Duke and Houston. That's the other side of the bracket right there for sure. So you got four number ones in the Final Four. And then you got three number ones and a number two in the women's tournament. Obviously, UConn, UCLA, they're sitting right there in one side of the bracket. And then you got Texas and South Carolina, the other number ones in the women's bracket. So, obviously, everybody's bracket has been busted for a long time. I'm not going to get too in-depth about the, college tournament. It is what it is. It's basketball. I was just using that as a segue. I was using that as a segue because basketball. This guy tonight put on a damn master class. This guy. Damn, he's good. This guy is good. This guy's good. Ladies and gentlemen of the sports world, the jury, I don't care what side you sit on. Michael Jordan, LeBron James as your GOAT. I'm just going to throw this out to you guys, all right? I'm just going to propose something to you, all right? You rarely see a GOAT by himself. You usually see it in a pack, more than one, All right. So, in my opinion, it's okay to have more than one GOAT for your specific sport. All right. It's okay to have GOATs per, per era, I should say. There's a certain, there's certain cutoffs of certain eras in each sport. And there's pretty much their main guy, the GOAT of that era for each sport. All right. Obviously, Jordan's the GOAT of his era. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, would probably be the GOAT of his era. Bill Russell would be the GOAT of his era, more than likely. Obviously, it's all semantics, it's all opinionated, it's all biasy, it's all personal opinions. It's how a person feels on who they is their GOAT or not. Now, I say all of that to say this. I don't care where you sit on the fence of your GOAT. And like I said, multiple. It's okay to have multiples. I am making the case. I made this case before. I made this case 3 years ago when I started doing this podcast, sports stuff, talk. And I'm making the case now. If you're going to put basketball GOATs, if you're going to have LeBron as the GOAT of his era, if he's the main GOAT of his time in his prime in NBA basketball, you would have to include Steph Curry in that same realm, in that same time area. For all the accolades and praise that LeBron gets for being the GOAT of his time right now in NBA, he's 40. Steph is only 35. So he's pretty much playing in the same time era as LeBron. I got to admit, if you're talking about LeBron, greatness of LeBron, what he's done for 22, 21 years, okay, 15 of those 22 years that LeBron has been great, Steph Curry's been there, and at least 13 of that 15 has been greatness from Steph. His rookie years, we got to be honest, his rookie years, he had some ankle injuries, couldn't stay healthy, really wasn't getting no PT. All right. Had some ankle problems, like I said. And it took him a minute. Mark Jackson finally, was the one that really gave him patience, gave him grace. Because he was sitting behind Monte Ellis. Y'all remember that, right? All right. But I'm talking about as of right now. And then y'all saw what that man did today. All right. Or should I say what he did tonight? And helping the Warriors get a 134 to 125 victory over the Grizzlies. This man shot 12 of 20 behind the arc. So I want y'all to do your math real quick. Take 12, divide that into 20. All right. 12 divided by 20. All right. Do that real quick. And when your calculator takes that 12 and hit that divide sign and hit 20, it's going to come up with 0.6. That's 60%. Yes, 60%. Ladies and gentlemen, this man shot 12 of 20. And let me specify what I'm saying. He shot 12 or 20, 60% from behind the arc. This man shot 60% from the three-point line. Are you hearing what I'm saying? All right. This man has been, it's like we're used to this. We should be used to this. This type of performance and what he did tonight, we should be used to Chef Curry cooking like this. We should be used to this. What I'm saying is, my main point is that he's doing this so often and that we have come so accustomed to him having these type of shooting performances like this. This is normal to us. But I want people to understand that 60% from the three-point line is not normal. That ain't normal. Ain't nobody in this planet Earth ever wish they can ever shoot 60% from the three-point line in a given game. This guy does it damn near on a regular occurrence. So what this man did tonight is like, damn. Then you add that to the actual accolades of what a lot of sports fans and people like to lump in and throw in and say, oh, this is what makes people go. Oh, well, look at the awards. You know, that does he have the individual awards? Well, go look at Steph's individual awards. Check. Last time I checked, he probably is the first and only unanimous MVP winner. Check. Okay. Does he have the team success? I was having this conversation at work with a coworker the other day. And look, if you like LeBron, cool. That's cool. And I'm willing to have this debate with anybody. If Michael Jordan did not retire, I can make a claim that Mike probably in the Chicago Bulls would have done something historically that have probably never been done ever again. They would have won 8 straight. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Get your own podcast and make your own damn take. That's my take. All right. I just think that that'd have been something phenomenal. Probably been something done. All right, cool. All right. So that's what people are going to latch on to and why they're going to say Mike is the GOAT because of all the championships, the accolades, the personal. Cool. They're going to look at LeBron. They're going to say, hey, he's the GOAT because of this, because of that, because of this, because of this, because of that, because of this. Okay, cool. So if you're talking about Mike, you talking about LeBron. For me, you talk about Kobe. You talk about Kareem. You talk about Bill Russell. You talk about all these other people you consider GOATs in National Basketball Association history, whatever era, whatever team they play for, you call them GOATs. You consider them GOATs. And you start listing this, start listing that, start listing individual awards, start listing team success. You start listing this. You start listing all the times his name then popped up as a trivia question for this. Okay, Steph Curry is starting to do the same damn thing. Steph Curry is starting to be one of those type of players where, all right, I can name this, I can name that, I can name the individual awards, I can name the trivia questions with Steph Curry, I can name the team success with Steph Curry. Hey, Steph Curry's building a GOAT resume. Argue with your mama. Steph Curry's building a GOAT resume. And he's building it literally right in the middle as another GOAT is doing his thing. Literally. We could talk about all the GOATness and greatness of LeBron James. There's literally a GOAT standing right next to him, side by side, in the same time that he's doing great stuff. Steph Curry is right there doing greatness too, winning championships too, winning MVPs too. There's a GOAT being made along as a GOAT is doing his thing. Argue with your mama. Argue with somebody else. I am not going to be one of those type of people that's going to deny Steph Curry on what he's done for the game of basketball and affected it in so many ways. And some say, and I've had this argument before, I think he's kind of affected LeBron's career in some shape or form. LeBron wasn't throwing up all them threes. We all know LeBron wasn't a great three-point shooter earlier in his career. Then he's like, man, I can't be dunking all the time. I can't do that all the time. Longevity. This little small little yellow boy, he shooting like that? Shit, I can shoot like that too. Okay. Go look at LeBron's three-point attempts and look at the time that you say that Steph is doing this thing in the league, and then look at the uptick in LeBron's three-point attempts. Coincidence? Okay. Look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. For those that watch my content and see enough of my shows, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a dot connector. All right. I like to connect dots. All right. I like to connect dots and I like to make hypotheses. Yes, I'm an educated brother. I like to make educated guesses. But my educated guesses are me connecting those dots and looking at what I'm seeing. I got two eyes that God has given me. I use them. All I'm saying is when I see Steph Curry play basketball, I see GOAT shit. I see stuff that was pretty much, him doing his thing and being very successful in his time that he played. And did we forget? Here's another icing on the cake. The man never did none of the Olympics. What happened this past summer? Who helped bring that gold home? I rest my case. I did see some Team USA. They had to go to somebody to bring the gold home. There were 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row that I saw a guy. They had to. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at what we're looking at right here. Look at what we're looking at. This is pretty much his night right here. This is what Steph Curry did tonight. I mean, 60%. I mean, this is baffling. This is mind blowing. This is really a type of stuff that this is video game shit. Literally, 60% from the 3-point field. 60%. 20 attempts. I can understand if he only shot a handful and oh yeah, it looks good, 60%. He only shot a hand. No, he took more attempts from the 3-point line than most cats get in a game. He shot more accurate from the 3-point line than most guys are accurate from the field in a whole game. Put that shit in your mind and think about that. Is that not GOAT shit? Huh? Come on now. We ain't gotta be a prisoner to quote unquote do what they say and only have one GOAT. It only gotta be LeBron. It only gotta be Jordan. No. If you are a fan of basketball, you're a fan of sport, and you have seen people play on such an elite level that literally separates them from the others, that's GOAT shit. If you see a guy or lady that plays at a certain type of level where you see the separation from others, that's GOAT shit. We got many GOATs right now. We can run down the list. LeBron, he is a GOAT. Steph Curry, I'm putting him in there. He's a GOAT. I'm willing to stop right there, right now in the NBA. That's it. There's some cats that got potential. I know somebody's going to say Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant is a very special scorer. But GOAT, and here's why I disqualified Kevin Durant as a GOAT. And people can argue with me all you want. The moment, I know what, and y'all know what I'm about to say. The moment that Kevin Durant said, I can't beat him, I'm going to join him, and went to Golden State. I'm sorry. For me, that makes you a sidecar rider. Yeah, skill wise, you are better than Draymond, but you're no different. You hopped in the sidecar. Said, let me ride to this championship. That's what you did. Say what you want. I know. I saw those finals. Yes, Kevin Durant put up great numbers. It looks great. But answer me this: what team in anybody can think of any team? What team is going to cover a prime Steph Curry, a prime Klay Thompson, who was still a sniper at that time, a prime Kevin Durant, a prime Draymond Green. You still got solid contributions from Andre Iguodala. You're getting Harrison Barnes, whatever he's giving you. Then you swap him out for Andrew Wiggins. He gives you whatever. Who's covering all that? Who? So, unfortunately, I can't put Kevin Durant into that GOAT conversation. Great scorer, great basketball player. I can't put him in that GOAT conversation. Right now, in the NBA right now, it's only, for me, it's LeBron and Steph. And that conversation stops right there. There's people that are going to be highlight guys, some stars. There's going to be some stars. Kevin Durant might be the closest one on the brink that might have a push for saying he's bad, but I don't think he is. The moment he made that decision to join them because he couldn't beat him, I was soft. Say what you want. I thought that was soft. I thought it was a punk move. I thought it was soft. I thought I'm just, hey, call me old school. I don't care. I didn't see my stars in the NBA when I was growing up. I didn't see them trying to join forces. Play with who you play with. I'm pretty sure they talked about it. Like, yo, man, hey, man, especially you get together in them all-star games. Yeah, man, I would have loved to play with you, in that offense I got. Dog, I'm pretty sure they talked about it. But more times than not, you probably knew it wasn't even a thing to even thinking about trying to make happen. So I don't know. I'm just used to competition, man. I don't know. I'm used to people competing on all facets of basketball. Call me old school. I don't care. I like what I like. And NBA has been kind of tough to watch this year. But because I am a content creator, I, talk about it. And what Chef Curry did tonight was just another example on why that guy's greatness. On why that guy is on that GOAT conversation, on that GOAT level, right there with LeBron. I don't care what nobody say. They've been right there. You can talk about all the greatness that LeBron has, and I can look at Steph's resume and point and like, well, his resume is looking damn near good too. Shit. And they playing at the same time in the same league. Come on, man. Steph said, hey, man, you may get all the spotlight, but damn it, you're going to have to share this shit. You're not going to be the only one shining in this point in time in this era. I'm going to shine too. I'm going to get mine too. And he's been making his stamp too. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, man, as you can see, I am in baseball gear. Unfortunately, my team did lose today to Kansas City Royals. But the team that they played, the Milwaukee Brewers, y'all saw what happened this past Saturday, where they went up to Bronx, New York. All right. And the Yankees put something serious on them boys. Matter of fact, here's all the the home runs that went down this Saturday. Literally, it was 9 home runs. Yeah, that's what happened. And when I say they put the wumper stomp on them boys, they put the wumper stomp on them boys. But that wasn't the story. Obviously, the story that came out from that game was a lot of people looking at, as even the Yankees announcer had made a comment about it. He said, look at the shape of this bat. Looks kind of different, blah, blah, blase. That little torpedo bat, and as the Yankees go on to whoop that ass 20-9, a lot of people up in arms about the torpedo bat. Oh, that's cheating. That's this, just that. And that. There were some people that was moaning, groaning, and complaining about it. So I just think this is fascinating. And here's why I think it's fascinating, because this is coming from Major League Baseball, first of all, a story. All right. Major League Baseball has been known to have been one of the most boring sports, at least compared to NBA and National Football League. All right. All right. There's a point in time there. I think a lot of sports fans would have probably preferred to probably even put hockey above entertainment value above Major League Baseball. I'm pretty sure I can find some fans that would dare make that, point. But my main point is that baseball has been weird. And if those remember the time, especially when I was younger, remember 98, remember right there in the middle of the steroid era, when they call it the steroid era because of the quote unquote, that's when the usage of steroids was crazy. Oh, what's up? Oh, my point is that in 98, when they had the quote unquote steroid era, baseball ratings was up. And the reason why it was up is because cats was smacking home runs. Remember, Ken Griffey Jr. was part of it for a second. Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire going back and forth, trying to chase Roger Maris, break 62. Obviously, McGwire would end up with I think 73, if I'm correct, at the end of the season. And that was a big deal. And it brought a lot of ratings. But then all of a sudden, Major League Baseball, they got on their high horse. The aftermath of the steroid era was a lot of visits on Capitol Hill, talking to the Senate about drug usage and athletes and steroid usage and all that, sports and performance enhancing drugs and all that other mumbo crap. Now, mind y'all, during the 98 season, when all this home run chases going on and all these ratings and cats is getting raises because the TV ratings is through the roof. ESPN is throwing baseball deals to Major League Baseball, so Major League Baseball is getting new money, TV money. Mind y'all, they weren't testing for steroids. It wasn't on the banned substance list. All right. So there's been some hypocrisy throughout the whole history of baseball. You can go back to betting on baseball, hypocrisy when it comes to even recently as Pete Rose. Won't even let him in the Hall of Fame, but y'all got gambling deals left and right. And then now all of a sudden the man is 6 feet under, and now y'all want to, talk about letting him in the Hall of Fame. That's what I'll have that conversation for another time and another day, because I don't have the energy nor the capability to keep my emotions in check about the Major League Baseball on that. So I'm going to put a pin in that conversation. But my whole gist of saying all this, and you look at right now with the Torpedo bat, I think it's just another situation where it's almost like it was the year of 98, where this has helped bring in ratings, viewership. And if you never played baseball, I'm going to tell you this, guys and ladies. If you never played baseball, I don't care if you put more wood in the barrel of the bat, in the handle of the bat. I don't care where you put it don't matter. If you ain't got good eye-hand coordination, it don't matter. If your eye-hand, coordination ain't on par at an elite level in the Major League Baseball level, you're not hitting no ball regardless. I don't care if you got a torpedo bat. So people who are making a big deal, oh man, they moved to, the way that, I don't think it cares. It matters. You still got to hit the damn ball. If you can't hit the ball, I don't care if you got a torpedo bat. I don't care if you got a bazooka. I don't care if you got an AK-47, 50 cal. I don't care if you got a oar. I don't care if you got an anchor. I don't care what you got. If you can't hit it, you can't hit. Point blank period. I don't see the big deal why we're making a big deal about a bat. It's not cheating. That's what it is. I got it. It's you sports fans. See, I could talk sports with y'all. I see why some of y'all are mad. because it wasn't your team. And your team isn't the Yankees. Is that what it is? We can be honest, y'all. If that's what it is, just say it. Well, let's not come up with no bullshit and no funniness and no makeup, whatever the hell we want, just because we don't like what's going on because it's what is in our team, and specifically because it's the New York Yankees. Ladies and gentlemen, if this was the Milwaukee Brewers on the other end of this story, that smacked those home runs in Bronx 20-9, and they were using the bats, I think we'd be having a different conversation. Matter of fact, I don't think we probably even have a conversation at all. We'd probably be having a conversation on what's wrong with the Yankees. We would be trying to figure out what's going wrong with the Yankees, then looking at exactly what's going on with the Brewers. See how media plays into this? The objectiveness, how they view things, and how it can easily be fed to the masses, and the masses can consume it and regurgitate it. If this is Yankees hate, just say that. Your franchise don't have 27 world championships. Mine don't, and that's okay. But I'm not going to be mad at a team who went out, did the proper research, went through the proper channels, and whether you guys like it or not, it ain't getting banned. It ain't. They went through the proper channels. They went through the proper people. If Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, the commissioner, if he ain't up in arms about it, if he ain't fussing and fighting about it, why are we as sports fans mad about it? The ones that are mad about it. I ain't. I don't care. You know why I really don't care? Bring it on. Bring anything that makes Major League Baseball exciting. They're no different. For those who watch my content, I told y'all this was going to come years ago. When NFL was making all their changes to their game, they were doing it to create offense. Because they want to create offense because it creates what? It creates excitement. Excitement, if I excite you as a consumer who watches it, it does something to you. Chemically, emotionally, it gets you excited. It gets you hooked into my content. Now I got you. You're willing to do what? This is a wallet. You're willing to open it up. This is business psychology 101. How are we not getting this? NFL did it. NBA did it. You wonder why they took away? You wonder why they took away hand checking? You really want to know why they took away hand checking? They don't want you touching the ball handler. They want to see the and one moves. They want to see the dribble, the fancy dribble, shake the guy out of his shoes, leave his jock strap right there at the three-point line, shoot the fadeaway, step back. Ooh. They want the highlights. You know why? Creates excitement. It's those endorphins in you as a sports fan. You see a cat get dunked on, what's the first thing you do? Ow! 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 Pick up your phone, start tweeting, this nigga got dunked on! Ow! NBA did it. They changed their rules so they can create excitement so they can do what? Open your wallet. It's working. Now look at the NBA. They're at the point that they're getting international money. NFL getting international money. Hockey's done it. They've made some rule change. Can't touch people at this point. Can't pass the puck at this point line. Can't do, certain things. I'm not 100% invested on all the rules and regulation on hockey. I just watch it because I enjoy it. And there's certain things I know you can and can't do. But I know that they went through their adjustment of making things that they can create excitement. so they can get you hooked in as consumer. Open your wallet. It's Major League Baseball's turn. It's Major League Baseball's turn. It needs it. If there's any sport, Matter of fact, this is how I compare the sports on the levels of stubbornness. All right. See, the NFL, they'll make rules and changes immediately. All right. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that in a second. And they'll do it immediate. Matter of fact, I've seen them implement rules in the middle of a season. Obviously, I don't know how that goes against CBAs. Well, anyway, but regardless, hey, they loosey-goosey with it. They the friendly person. They'll make adjustments on the fly, whatever happens, whatever can help make the product. And it seems crazy, but guess what? The more that you quickly evolve and you do it on a regular basis, you're not behind the 8 ball. You're not behind the learning curve. You're ahead of it. And when the fact that you stay ahead of it, that's how you maximize your money. Business 101, stay ahead of the curve. NBA said, oh, shit. Oh, we behind the curve. Let's catch up. And now they ahead of curve. Major League Baseball is behind the curve. Any sport that needs it, they need it. They need anything that can interject excitement, a lot of enthusiasm, because they need to change the market that they're marketing their sports to. They need to get younger. Major League Baseball needs to get younger. They're going to do all of this shit to not market to me, not to market to my crowd, not to market to my father, not to market to my grandfather, not the older head. No, they're marketing to the younger generation because they need to catch your attention span. And the only way to do it is to create excitement. Anything that creates the home run. Oh, man, look at him smack that home run. Oh, man, look at him steal those bases. Have y'all not paid attention to what Major League Baseball been doing? With all the rule changes to the base running, have you not seen the uprise in base stealing? All right. Any base stealing record? Enjoy them. I know Ricky Henderson. It might be a while for anybody catch Ricky Henderson's records. But what I'm saying is, it damn sure can make it more reachable because of the rules that they made. Can't do the shifts. They want offense. They want excitement. You know why? Baseball's been an international sport, but guess what? Major League Baseball ain't been making international money because y'all ain't popping like that. Yeah, you still do the international games over in Tokyo, cool. Caribbean series, cool. I know baseball is an international sport, but you're not popping internationally like the NBA is right now. And hey, you damn sure not popping internationally like the NFL is. And you've had more of a sync internationally way longer than NFL. NFL's a baby internationally. But they know how to market. And they know how to make sure that they stay ahead of the learning curve. Major League Baseball has been behind it. Bud Selig didn't know how to get ahead of the learning curve. Rob Manfred's just now getting to that point. He's just now getting to it. But the stuff that he's doing now should have been done before he got into office. He's just now doing this. A lot of these changes for the Major League Baseball was in the last 3 years. NBA made they change almost, as Jordan was damn near phasing out. They made they changes when they start taking hand checking rules out. NFL been making their adjustments for the last 20 years. It's just Major League Baseball's turn. And so for you older heads, I know what a lot of people, a lot of the older heads are going to say, this ain't my baseball. This ain't what I grew up on. No. No. I know a lot of older heads get mad about it. Excuse me. A lot of older heads get mad about the state of baseball and where it's at. And me personally, And look, I know a lot of people are kind of still excited about baseball right now because, we just had the first opening weekend and baseball is still fresh. And a lot of people are still, still excited about it. But my point is that at one point in time for you to keep those fans around past the first 2 weeks of the season, when you have 162 games, it makes it that much harder to always keep grabbing people's attention. It does. But they're trying, and they're gonna keep trying. And I have no problem with the torpedo bats at all. But there's some people that's talking about it. Matter of fact, let's listen to what Jeff Passan had to say on Get Up about it because, obviously the insider, he was asked about it. So let's see what Jeff Passan had to say.
The New York Yankees hit 15 home runs over their first 3 games this weekend, tying a major league record, and did so using these bats. Look at it. That doesn't look like a normal bat, does it? No, it is a bowling pin-shaped bat, also called a torpedo bat, being used by 5 out of the 9 guys in their lineup. And let me tell you, Brian, there has been a lot of consternation around Major League Baseball about these new bats.
A lot of players are talking about them. Everybody's been talking about it on social media. I think fans want to know, how did these bats make their way to the Major League ballparks?
It was very simple. Aaron Leonard, who was a coach with the New York Yankees last season, also happens to be an MIT-trained physicist who taught at the University of Michigan. And he was asking players, okay, what can we do to make our offense better? And the answer was get the ball on the barrel of the bat more. And so he was trying to solve a problem using physics. What they did was they took some of the weight that was distributed toward the end of the bat, moved it down, and remained inside of Major League Baseball's regulations and specs. And in doing so, and having a smooth round bat whose barrel does not exceed 2.61 inches, stayed within those regulations while putting the fatter part of the bat closer to where guys actually make contact with the ball more often. And I don't know if it was the bats, but the bats certainly didn't hurt the Yankees this weekend.
Now, listen, they are legal, and I'm happy you pointed that out. I know your phone was lighting up all weekend long. What's been the reaction from around the league about these bats?
Yeah, I heard from hitters, and they said, where do I get one of those? And I heard from pitchers, and they said, I don't like this. And it's interesting because for so long, Brian, the game has been tilting more toward the pitching side, especially when it comes to the use of technology. You can put a pitcher in a lab now, and he can design a new pitch over a weekend and implement it in games, whether it's a changeup, a slider, whatever it is. They've figured out on the pitching side how to iterate and how to maximize themselves. And hitters have been searching for a similar thing for a long time now. And this may just be a first step. This isn't going to be adopted by everyone in the game, but it illustrates that technology can help hitters as well.
Yeah, man. I know a little long-winded clip right there, audio clip, but I mean, Jeff Passan said it right there. He hit all the points that I wanted to emphasize and needed to emphasize. Stop with the hate because it's the Yankees. If you don't like them, I understand it. You're a Red Sox fan. You definitely hate them. All right? Cool. You hate winners. All right? You hate dynasties. All right? There's sports teams or sports people out there that hate dynasties. I get it. Cool. That's legal. It's not going nowhere. It's not getting banned. All right? They found a loophole. They stayed within specs. They stayed within rules and regulations. And that's what I'm saying. It's not going nowhere. And guess what, guys? This isn't new. All right. I know a lot of people, especially Yankee fans, Giancarlo Stanton, they're like, where is he? He had some elbow, issues. He had to, tell reporters it is not related to the torpedo bat. And the reason why I bring that up is because this isn't new to the league. It's actually, they made their way to the league last year. And Giancarlo Stanton was one of the guys, and that was one of the first few players who actually had the Torpedo bat last year. So this isn't something that is new. This is something that's just getting publicized because it's the Yankees. It came at the expense of a team getting their ass kicked. And they're like, well, what is it? Is the whole team juiced up? What's going on? Relax, people. Basic physics. Help. A little alteration to a bat. Stay within regulation. What's the problem? I don't hear the fuss and fight when they make those gloves for the wide receivers in the NFL. Have y'all not seen those wide receiver gloves in the NFL? If you can't catch a football with a wide receiver glove in the NFL, you got the worst hands of life. Your hands are absolutely trifling if you can't catch a football in the NFL with the gloves, that the technology that they got. The Stickum ain't even got nothing on these gloves. These gloves are damn near. You see why they were doing the one-handed catches and all that shit? You shouldn't drop the damn ball. It's no different from that. It's not. It ain't no different from that. It's no different from any other sport taking a certain aspect of whether it's a tool or equipment and enhancing it. It doesn't make it cheating. Especially if it's in confines of Major League Baseball or whatever respective sport is part of. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, if Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred ain't crying and bitching about it, for y'all who are loud and wrong, please, at some point, be silent. You might be right because you might actually learn something and listen. Did you even look and do the research? I did it for you. You're welcome, but it didn't take me much to find it. I'm pretty sure you did. You could have done the same thing. But people want the instant gratification, got to pick up their damn phones and get on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, got to be the first. I'd rather be first, loud and wrong, instead of just being right. And whenever you want to post it, how about just being right? But what do I know? Torpedo bats ain't, and one thing I do know, torpedo bats ain't going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. They staying. Torpedo bats are staying. Get used to them. Matter of fact, if you hate them so much, why don't you try it? And if they cost $200. I did the research. $200. All right. Why don't you send $200 to your favorite baseball player? Let him try it out. See how much you hate it then. They have success with it. I bet you shut the hell up then. I bet if you're a Dodgers fan and Mookie Betts is hitting home runs like crazy, you ain't gonna say shit. I bet if you're a Mets fan and Juan Soto starts making himself worthy of that contract you gave him, you ain't gonna say a damn thing. Huh? Come on now. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, sports fans. Let's not do that. Last topic before we get up out of here, man. Thank you. Again, thank you all for joining the show. Please make sure, like, share, subscribe. I.O.W. Sports Network. All the social media handles at the bottom of your screen. So the NFL owners meetings are going on right now. Obviously, the NFL always has a chance to, make some noise when it comes to, pretty much all year round. They don't even have to be in season, to make a lot of noise. One of the biggest things that they're really talking about right now is the tush push. Really. The tush push is probably one of the most, one of the most controversial things that they're really discussing right now at the NFL owners meeting. And Ryan Clark, Stephen A, and Shannon Sharp weighed in on it on First Take. Let's take a quick listen to hear what they said, and then we'll react.
Be tabled. My thought is though, what happens when the coaches aren't there? What happens when they're having these conversations further down the road? I heard you guys talk about it a little bit earlier, and if this is truly a player safety thing, I listened to Nick Sirianni say we don't coach this play from the offensive line and the defensive line in any way different than we coach a normal quarterback sneak. And then also Shannon mentioning something that a lot of people don't remember is that you did used to push on field goal block, and that was something that was outlawed. So there's so many pieces to this. I think my larger problem is it's such a successful play that attempting to outlaw it feels like a way to find an out of defending it. And I think to me, that part was soft. To me, that part was people running from coaching, as Mike Tomlin would say. So I'm glad that it was tabled for now, but I do believe this will be a topic of discussion again. And if they can continue to push that it is a player health and safety risk, I believe at some point the tush push will be outlawed by the NFL.
I just think they should take a stance. Pick a side. Whatever you decide, either outlaw or let it, because I'm kind of tired of talking about it. We know there's only a handful of teams that have success. You talk about Josh Allen, who's 6'6", 250 pounds. Mm-hmm. They're successful at it. And the Philadelphia Eagles with a 6'6", 328-pound offensive line with a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds. His leg drive. But, normally there was a time that aiding the runner, which means you push the runner to gain extra yards, that were outlawed. Yeah. Now you can aid the runner, you just can't pull him. It's just, for me, I just want them to make a decision one way or another. It does seem like a cop-out because only two teams seemingly have success doing it. The Eagles are at like 86% on third and fourth down when they use this play. Nobody in the history of the game. Do you know how many games you would actually win if you could beat 86% on all of your third and fourth downs, regardless of the
you win the Super Bowl.
RCs? Every single year, because you're never coming off the field. You're not coming off the field. And so for me, Stephen A., I agree. I think it's because they can't figure out a way to defend it. Because I remember the run and shoot and the no hurry. You remember Nick Saban used to say the hurry up offense. They need to do something with the hurry up offense. Well, they adopted, they found ways, they got innovative. They started doing the hurry up offense as well. Until you find a way to defend it, people are going to say, well, you know what? We need to outlaw it because we can't stop it through our creative coaching style. So I don't believe it. I haven't seen the data, but they're going to have to show me, Stephen, where it says when we get in this formation and run it, players on the defensive side get injured. Other than that, let it rock.
I think you hit it right there. Right there. The last bit that Shannon said right there is the telling if they're going to ban it or not. The research. And it has to be concrete research. It can't be probably no nothing. It has to be 100% concrete because this shit matters. All right? The fact of the matter is that last piece that Shannon said is the safety part. Where's the research at? If you can come up with the concrete evidence that, hey, on this tush push, every time you run it, the probability of somebody getting hurt is this chances. 100% chance you're going to get hurt. Unless you can get it to that point where you can pinpoint it that these amount of people are going to get hurt because of one play, then ban it. Until then, I have no issue with it. It's a play. Figure out how to stop it. The crazy thing is the Eagles aren't 100% successful at it. Neither are the Bills. It can be stopped. Why don't you it's a copycat league. Why don't you find out? Why don't you look at the film? Hey, I didn't think about that. No, I didn't think about that. Did you think about that? They did. I know they had to think about that. Maybe I should go look at the film and look at the times that they weren't successful at it and look at what that team did. Maybe. I just thought about that right then and there. Maybe if I just see film on when they failed, I would probably replicate what that team did. And I would probably take that chances of minimizing mathematically some probability of me actually stopping them. Just a thought. I don't know. I didn't have a great ACT, SAT score, so I don't know. I'm not a genius, but I just, kind of thought about that just right then and there. It's a play. Are we like? Come on now. Are we that far gone as a society that competitiveness is one thing that we just don't teach anymore? Being competitive, we just throw it to the wayside. It's no longer a fundamental part of sports no more. Is let me know. Let me know. So if I ever decide to do any kind of coaching with the youth or anything, I'll make sure that I won't coach any competitiveness to my kids. Just let me know. If being competitive is being taken out of sports, just let me know. What happened to lining up 11 versus 11, I stop you or you beat me. Which one? One or the other. Forces versus forces. Who's going to win? What happened? Now we got to have rules committee every year. Now, I praised the NFL earlier in my soliloquy about them always being able to adjust and staying ahead of the curve. In that same breath, I can also criticize them for being a little bit too loose, too free sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with keeping certain things, the main things until you have to change them until it seems fit that it's no longer working, until that formula just don't work no more. You're not yielding the same result as once was. Until then, why change it? Are there a whole bunch of people getting career neck injuries, spinal injuries? Has there been a death? Hopefully not, but we talk about the NFL and wanting player safety. So if this is a player safety issue, then give me the information that says it's bad. That is not good for the player safety. Give me that information. All right. And I rock with you all day, every day. Ban it. Cool. Cats getting hurt. Cats getting concussions. Cats getting neck issues. Cats are dying. Cool. Have it. Take the damn play. It's one play. It ain't that important. If you living and dying by one play, then you really ain't a good football team. Have it. Cool. But what I'm saying is if that ain't the case, let the play be. It's just a glorified quarterback sneak. Find a way to stop it. Find a way to stop it. You play defense, don't you? I see that the defensive line market keeps going up. Find a way to stop it. That's it. Point blank period. Like, come on now. I can't believe we're that far removed as a society that we can't be competitive no more. It's just getting crazy. And it's literally trending to the professional level. Like, this is crazy. If I'm crazy, then call me crazy, y'all. But I'm seeing shit right now in sports that I thought I would never see growing up. Thought I would never see. Cats used to compete, man. Cats used to play hurt. You would damn near you would have to be on deathbed to take players out back in the days, man. Like, you literally had to been dying not to show up and play. I mean, cats used to come throwing up, fluing. Come on, y'all set up Michael Jordan was the only cat that had a flu game. I promise you that. I promise you that. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all bring your asses back on now here tomorrow. Damn it, Randy Reb. Damn it, Randy Rebber. Y'all go check out last night's episode. That's a great episode, man. Shout out my man Randy. Hey, I guess I'm back. Shit. I guess we here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, y'all. Yeah, we back. We back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I.O.W Sports Network. Hey, happy with my guys. Ball and Buzz Sports and Entertainment. All right. Bottom Line Sports. All right. That's my man Omar right there. And Flo, Jake. Y'all holla at them. All right, great peoples. Man down. Holla my peoples. Holla my peoples. Hey, IBG. Audible Podcast. My partner right there. Shout out them. Rec Room Sports. Holla at them. Let's Talk Sports. All them people over there. AP. Jay on the mic. Holla my guys. All right. Holla my man Rod Uncensored. Okay. Holla my peoples. Holla my people 613 Freight Productions. And my peoples over there. All right. Hey, I'm just shouting out all the peoples that that I rock with. But hey, I'm gonna get up out of here. I know I didn't already said it. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm excited to be back. You know, I had 4 months off. I took a 4-month hiatus. I need to, get some shit together. And we back. And we gonna stay. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Never mind. That's the weed talking, y'all. I know it's time to go. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Until then, y'all know what it is. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love. We out here.
Yeah. Solid Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to